so much, Senator Markey, and it's just such a special day when we're able to come together and reintroduce our legislation. And every time we reintroduce the Green New Deal, we're always met with additional legislation to expand this vision and execute for environmental and social justice in all forms of policy, because the climate crisis touches all forms of policy and all forms of our life. I want to thank Senator Markey, the Climate Justice Alliance, the Indigenous Environmental Network, the Green New Deal Network, SEIU, the AFA, CWA, and New York Renews, as well as all those who are working at the local level to bring the Green New Deal to their communities. Just a few years ago, when we introduced the Green New Deal, we were told again and again, this is not realistic. This is unreasonable, that this is just a pie in the sky notion, right? But we said, watch us work. That's okay, watch us work. And as they say, as the adage goes, first they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then we win. And that, in a nutshell, is a big part of what we've experienced over the last couple of years. First, we were called unrealistic. Then, when it came time to the bipartisan infrastructure law and the Inflation Reduction Act, we started to fight. We said we are not going to take crumbs and we're not going to settle for that we need bold, big climate action, and we need it now. And that fight resulted in the largest piece of climate legislation in American history. In American history. That is because of the coalitions built that are not just supporting the Green New Deal, but supporting all climate action across a broad progressive spectrum. This coalition of grassroots people and everyday people deciding to make this a political priority is why we are getting the results that we're getting today. We said, watch us work. And we didn't stop with the Inflation Reduction Act. We decided to exploit and use every single avenue possible to make this vision a reality. What we saw was over 60 community project funds, over, I believe, $100 million, where we decided to organize, and members of Congress deployed community project funds to create over 60 Green New Deal projects launching nationwide, starting just 1 or 2 years ago. This vision is becoming a reality. Watch us win. We have started to win. Together, we've introduced the Green New Deal for cities, the Green New Deal for public schools, and the Green New Deal for public housing, just to name a few. We have highlighted important issues ranging from education to renewable agriculture to show that a better way is possible. Together, these bills not only stop climate change, they tackle the intersecting crises of climate, economic inequality, and racial justice. These bills ensure that everyone has the opportunity to work a job where they earn enough to live while reducing our weight and tax on this planet. Those jobs will strengthen our infrastructure, including our school buildings and our public housing, so that children are no longer harmed by asbestos or lead paint. Under a Green New Deal, energy prices will be affordable and reliable, and no one will have to worry about having enough money to get to work or pay for heat. For frontline communities, instead of getting bulldozed by big fossil fuel corporations through land grabs and other aggressive tactics, we finally have a meaningful say in what happens in their communities. And this future should not be too much to hope for. In fact, we're already starting to make progress. And with the Inflation Reduction Act, with the investments that Senator Sanders and myself, as well as the full coalition, are releasing today, we are showing how we can use the dollars secured in the Inflation Reduction Act to make this a reality. The core tenets of the Green New Deal, which 4 years ago were considered unrealistic, have now made their way to being implemented in national legislation. So we're hoping that this guide will provide cities, states, tribes, nonprofits, businesses, and individuals with the tools to take full advantage of what is in here. And with that, I'm just so proud of this coalition, and I'm so excited. And I think we should unveil what's next with our Green New Deal for Health. And with that, I yield to our next speaker, Congressman Ro Khanna.